For each function, determine possible functions f and g so that y equals f of g of x. Okay? Now, just like in the last section, there's a shortcut, but this one in particular is really useful for calculus, and doing it the right way or not using a shortcut is actually going to be more beneficial for you in calculus. What we're looking for when you have a composition of functions, this really means g of x is inside of f of x. And if you can think of that, you're going to be able to see the composition of functions easily. Okay? In A, can you see that the x minus 2 is inside of getting cubed? So we can make our inside function the x minus 2. And what's happening to that x minus 2? It's getting cubed, so our outside function is cubing. And if you think of it, there's two functions, one right after the other. This one is g, the inside goes first. And if g was x minus 2, of course, if I put in an x, out would come an x minus 2. And if f of x is x cubed, it says whatever you put in gets cubed. Does that match up with what we wanted in the end? Yes. So being able to recognize that one function is inside of another function is a very good skill, especially in calculus. Okay? I'll show you the shortcut, but I actually think this, like when we did the adding and subtracting and multiplying, I'm sorry, probably shouldn't say this, but it was useless. You could just make the first one the original and just keep adding 0, and you're fine. But this is actually quite useful for calculus and quite easy to do the direct way. So do you see that inside of the square root you have a 3 plus x?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is Brayden in class?
Yes, he is.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you probably came late.
Oh.
And I haven't updated the attendance because I get started. I do that at the end.
Oh. That's so random. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because probably what happens, and you have to explain this to your parents, is your parents phone in and say, where the heck is my kid? He's marked absent. And you have to explain to them that your teacher changes it at the end, but math is so intense that if you show up late. So who showed up late? Linda, Abdul, 2. There we go. And now you're marked late as well. So, and then the secretaries get mad at me because they have to change the attendance. So for next year, for those of you in grade 11, it pisses a lot of people off when you come late. You think, oh, no big deal. But your parents get a phone call. I have to change attendance again. Secretaries get, I put it on mute. Secretaries get phone calls and they get mad at me. Then they complain to the administration. The administration gets mad at staff meetings. So you think, oh, no big deal when I show up late? It actually is. No, you should still come. That's worse. But you should show up on time. Right? Catch the 7 a.m. bus. Don't try to catch the bus that just gets you here just on time. Anyways. All right. So now our g of x is 3 plus x. And our outside function, what's happening to the 3 plus x? It's getting square rooted. So our outside function is just x, square root of x. I'm not even going to show you the shortcut. You can see if you can figure out the shortcut. If you made f of x, x minus 2 cubed, what would you have to make g of x so that it works every single time? If you made the inside function square root of 3 plus x, what would you have to do to the outside function to make it work every single time? Okay, and questions for this one are 3, 7, and 9.